And shifting the focus to India now, amid ongoing geopolitical disruptions affecting global fuel supply, the hospitality industry in India has raised concerns over a shortage of commercial LPG cylinders, warning that supply disruptions are beginning to affect restaurants and hotels across the country. The Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India has written to Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, highlighting what it called widespread disruption at the ground level. According to the association, several LPG distributors, in fact, are withholding supplies, citing a government order issued on March 5th, leading to difficulties for restaurants and food service businesses. In the letter, the FHRAI Secretary General Jason Chako urged the government to clarify that no restrictions apply to the hospitality sector and asked for clear instructions to oil marketing companies to ensure smooth distribution of commercial cylinders. Meanwhile, the National Restaurant Association of India, or NRAI, also flagged the issue, saying suppliers are unable to meet restaurant demand, which is severely impacting food services and requires urgent government intervention. And taking into consideration the current situation, Union Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said the government has formed a 3-member committee of executive directors from oil marketing companies to review LPG supply requests from the hospitality and industrial sectors. In a post on X, Puri said the move comes as geopolitical disruptions have tightened fuel supplies. The government has directed refineries to increase LPG production with additional output prioritized for domestic household consumption. Now, the new committee will review supply requests from restaurants, hotels and other industries as well. Now, the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has also directed oil refineries to ramp up LPG production and channel the additional output towards domestic household consumption. Now, this move comes as authorities seek to stabilize supply and ensure uninterrupted access to cooking gas across the country. The ministry has also introduced a 25-day interbooking period for LPG cylinders to prevent hoarding and curb potential black marketing. Now, at the same time, imported LPG supplies are being prioritized for critical non-domestic sectors, including hospitals and educational institutions, to ensure essential services are not disrupted. Now, for other non-domestic users such as restaurants, hotels and industries, the government has set up a 3-member committee of executive directors from oil marketing companies. The panel will review requests and decide on LPG allocations based on urgency and availability. Meanwhile, government sources say that India's petroleum supply remains stable with adequate stock and no immediate reason for panic. Sources also clarified that petrol and diesel prices are not expected to rise in the near term, and there is no proposal to cut duties on petroleum products, including petrol and diesel, at this stage. India currently has sufficient reserves of crude oil and aviation turbine fuel, or ATF, and every petrol pump across the country is operating normally as per government sources. Officials say India remains better positioned than many countries, with several neighbors including the Philippines, Mauritius and Bangladesh seeking fuel supplies from New Delhi. Now, sources in the Petroleum Ministry also say that India has adequate stocks of ATF, or aviation turbine fuel, and there's no shortage of aviation fuel in the country as well. Officials also say India is not only meeting domestic demand, but is also an exporter of ATF. Now, at present, there are no plans to halt aviation fuel exports, with authorities maintaining that supplies remain stable and the aviation sector has sufficient fuel availability.